tell you guys, size matters. What's up, everyone? This is Derek from CGR, and you know, there's nothing worse than when you're playing with a pretty lady and she laughs at the size of your stylus. You're playing with your tool is too small. You can't play DS with a small stylus, and if you're having that problem, it's not only is it a practical problem to have a small stylus, but it also can cause some confidence issues, and that can really affect your performance on the DS. And what you're needing in that situation is a bigger stylus, and if you're in the market for a bigger stylus, you might consider this. This is the XSTYLUS from Green Bulb. And if you're gonna upgrade your stylus, why not do it with something that looks like a crayon? I mean, look at this. It even says XSTYLUS crayon for the 3DS. But the thing about this thing, this is again, this is a very special third-party stylus done by a company called Green Bulb, and the reason behind the design of this thing is twofold. One, they claim that it'll allow you to play longer because it has a wider grip, and two, they claim that that wider grip and length allows more accuracy and less hand cramping when you're playing your 3DS or your DS. This is obviously compatible with any DS because, I mean, all you're doing is touching. Your pencil is compatible with your DS, although I wouldn't recommend that. For some size comparisons here, here's your XSTYLUS crayon. That's my hand. This is a stylus from a DS Lite, a pink DS Lite. That's Kevin's pink DS Lite. I just borrowed his stylus. And then here is the 3DS stylus. Give you an idea of the size here. Now, what's magical about this thing? We're gonna retire the DS Lite for a second. Obviously, the 3DS stylus expands, and so does this one. Now, here's what's interesting. You take off this wrapper, this crayon wrapper, and unlike the stock 3DS stylus, which is metal, this is all plastic. But here's what's interesting about this stylus. Here's the hook, as they say. You take the thing and you flip it. Look at that. As you can see, if we compare all three styli, the XSTYLUS, the size difference is pretty substantial. It is easily the longest of the three. It's actually 6 millimeters longer than the extended 3DS stylus that comes with the system. So you have a little more room to work with in terms of the length, and it's also the real difference is the width. If you grip the thing right here, where it bulges out as you're intended, you got a 70% width increase. This thing is 8.6 millimeters thick at that point, and it does, it kind of feels nice. It's not a transcendent thing or anything, but it's not going to change the way you play DS. But it's thicker, and what's also nice is it's kind of got some give to it. So instead of a solid stylus, it's sort of squishy. It sort of conforms to your fingers a little bit. It's not quite as rigid, and the length obviously is good. It goes further up your hand, and you have more room to work with your stylus. Yeah, this is like problem solving. They looked at a problem, people cramping up when they play their DS, and they took a pretty cool approach to it. This is a nice minimalist design, very sleek, very elegant, and it feels good too. It's the XSTYLUS from Green Bulb.